If he loses, man, you're fucked, dude.
I'm fucked. Debate. Deliberately lying. Again, messed up.
If she wins, I mean, how can they let X continue in its current form, in its current role in American society?
They won't. They will try to shut it down by any means possible.
What do you mean by any means possible?
I mean, either by, they'll try to pass laws. They'll try to prosecute the company, prosecute me. The amount of lawfare that we're seeing taking place is outrageous. There are many examples, but like the Department of Justice, for example, launched a huge lawsuit against SpaceX for failing to hire asylum seekers.
Come on, asylum seekers?
Not asylum, those who've been granted asylum seekers. Now there's also a law called International Traffic in Arms Regulations that because SpaceX develops advanced missile technology that can be used in nuclear ICBMs, that we have to be very careful with who we hire. We can only hire someone if they're a permanent resident or citizen. That's what the ITAR law says. Then there's another law that says that you cannot discriminate against asylum seekers. So we're damned if you do, damned if you don't. The DOJ did a massive lawsuit against SpaceX. Quality control on vaccines is incredibly good, since if we're giving them to children and whatnot. And we shouldn't force people to take vaccines.
That itself is a controversial statement, that we shouldn't force people.
We shouldn't force people to take vaccines, no.
Yeah. So just to...
I believe in freedom.
Yeah, I've noticed.
America's supposed to be the land of liberty.
Yeah.
Freedom and opportunity. So that we try to, as much as possible, maximize people's individual liberty, and that we try to be a country where you succeed based on your talent and hard work.
Yes.
Those are two fundamental values. That's what's made America great. And if we lose those, our decline will be swift.
What do you, if you had to bet, does freedom reassert itself in America or not?
Well, that's why I think part of why this election is so pivotal. I think with the Trump administration, I think we can improve the liberty of Americans. We can. I think this is just care about others, all things considered. Like I said, care not just about the criminals, it's just one layer deep. You should also care about the criminals' victims.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, especially the criminals' victims.
Yes. Innocent people who get attacked and killed. So, I got so many anecdotes. About a year ago, and they were chased by a guy with an axe who they outran him, and they reported he's going to sort of deconstruct where does this come from, yeah. Part of it, I suppose, is sort of the decline of religion. So, as the saying goes, nature abhors a vacuum. So when you have essentially a decline in religion, an increase in the secular nature of society, for most people, they need something to fill that void. And so they adopt a religion. It's not called a religion, but effectively like woke, the woke mind virus.
Yes.
It takes the place of religion.
Yes.
And they internalize it and they feel it with religious fervor.
Yes.
And
rigidity.
Yes. And they essentially conduct a holy war, effectively. It's just not called a religion, but it is a religion, sort of a woke holy war. And they're highly resistant to change, as is normal for religions. Yeah, I think there's a lot we don't know. We don't know why does reality exist? Where did it come from? Where are the aliens? What questions should we ask that we don't even know to ask? So
when you say what are the aliens?
Where are the aliens?
Oh.
Why don't we see them? A lot of people think we see aliens, but I've not seen any evidence of aliens. We've got 6,000 satellites in orbit, and not once have we had to maneuver around an alien spacecraft.
Right. But on this Earth, the U.S. military's had to do a lot of maneuvering around objects they can't explain.
Well, unidentified flying objects is one thing, but there's always a bunch of classified programs that are underway of new aircraft and new missiles and things, so that are classified even within the military. So it's only if you have the top secret compartmented clearance, would you know about this new program? So then some pilot sees something moving fast and says, "Hey, I saw a UFO." I'm like, "Yeah, that was actually a new weapons program, but we can't tell you that
now." And what are your views?
Well, I think at this point it's obvious to everyone that AI is advancing at a very rapid pace.
Yes.
You can see it with the new capabilities that come out every month or every week sometimes. AI at this point can write a better essay than probably 90%, maybe 95% of all humans. Say write an essay on any given subject. AI right now can beat the vast majority of humans. If you say draw an image, draw a picture, it can draw if you try to say Midjourney, which is the aesthetics of Midjourney are incredible. It will create incredible images that are better than, again, like 90% of artists. It's just happening, whether one likes it or not, is that we're building super intelligent AIs, like hyper intelligent, like intelligent, more intelligent than we can comprehend.
Yeah.
You know, honest, productive, that kind of thing. Controlling, at the end of the day, I don't think we'll be able to control it. So I think the best we can do is make sure it grows up well.
You've been saying that for a long time.
Yes, I've been saying it for a long time.
Yes. Are you still as worried about it as you seemed to be 2 years ago when I asked you about it?
Well, I think that, like, my guess is, like, it's 80% likely to be good, maybe 90. So you could think of the glass as 80% full. It's probably going to be great. There's some chance of annihilation.
And you'd say the chance of annihilation is 20%?
10 to 20%, something like that.
How concerned is Sam Altman about annihilation, do you think?
I think in reality he's not concerned about it. I don't trust OpenAI. I mean, I started that company as a nonprofit open source.
Yes.
The open in OpenAI.
That he is worried about the possibility this could get out of control and hurt people.
He will say those words.
Yeah.
But no.
If it became clear to the rest of us that it was out of control and posed a threat to humanity, would there be any way to stop it?
I hope so. I mean, if you have multiple AIs and ones that are, hopefully you have the AIs that are pro-human be stronger than the AIs that are not.
Battle of the AIs.
Yeah. I mean, that is how it is with, say, chess these days. The AI chess programs are vastly better than any human. Incomprehensibly better, meaning, like, we can't even understand why it made that move.
Right. Why they're so good, right? Yeah.
We don't even know why it made it. It'll make a move. We don't even know why it made the move. So, and in fact, some of the moves will seem like blunders, but then turn out to checkmate. So, and for a while there was some the best human chess players with the best computers could beat just a computer, and then it got to the point where if you added a human, it just made everything worse. And then it was just AI. It's just computer programs versus computer programs. That's where things are headed in general.
At what point?
So I don't know. I think we just got to make sure we instill good values in the AI.
What's everyone going to do for a living?
I mean, in a benign AI scenario, that is probably the biggest challenge. Is how do you find meaning if AI is better than you at everything?
Yeah.
That's the benign scenario.
That's the good news?
Well, yeah, but I guess, for a lot of people like the idea of retiring, and,
Really, are you looking forward to it?
No, not me. I'd like to hope. I'd like to think that I'd like to do useful things.
Don't you think it's a universal desire?
It's not universal in that there are certainly, I know many people who prefer to be retired. That they prefer to sort of not have responsibilities and engage in leisure activities. So, and we're on the cusp of this. But if you like to say, look at any primary like there is in California.
Elon Musk, thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.